No. Hello.
Welcome back to the Traveling Bears channel.
If you're new to our channel, that girl is Evie and I am Matty, and at that episode we are going to discover District 3. What all we are going to do?
Okay, now we're gonna do the boat tour in the canal called New Loc Thi Nham.
Really nice. And what else? We visit the Pink Cathedral.
Yeah.
And we go to a live music bar.
Ooh.
Wow, that's really cool. And a local market.
Yeah.
Wow.
Only locals, no tourists.
So many things. I'm really curious. I hope you too. And now let's start that series. Ding, 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 ding.
Doesn't matter how far you are away from that church, you will never unsee the pink. Marketing gag or real art, we will find out for you.
We officially landed at Tan Dinh Church, our first destination of our District 3 adventure. That church is officially known as the Sacred Heart of Jesus. But guys, let's be honest, I think everybody knows it as the Pink Church of Ho Chi Minh City. Built in 1876 during the French colonial era. If you take a closer look, you see the French impact on that church. And the main tower has the second largest spire here in Ho Chi Minh City. Really interesting. But Evie, what makes it one of the most famous landmarks here in Ho Chi Minh City?
It's simple, the color. Originally, this wasn't this vibrant pink. The exterior was painted and restored over a few decades, and the pink was added during a major renovation in 1957. Now you can see the candy floss pink, very attractive. Was the color always pink?
No, before it was light yellow. And then they decided to make it pink. I guess that's a good marketing trick. And one thing you should keep in your mind, if you come here on Saturday and Sunday, you are not allowed to go inside of the church because they have their religious ceremony on that days.
Yeah, so for visitors, weekday only.
After we got the blessing by the Holy Father, we changed the location to one of the most authentic markets we visited so far in Vietnam.
Wow, Evie! That's the real deal.
Yeah?
No tourists, only bustling Saigon city life. Ban Co Market. That's what I would call a real local market. It's a bit loud, it's bustling, but it's really cool.
Hey, but do you know why they call Ban Cờ? Ban Cờ means chessboard. And if you walk through the alleys, it's very tight, but it's straight. And everything are laid out like a chessboard. It's the perfect read.
Ah, that makes sense. So we are now playing a big chessboard game.
Yeah.
You are the queen and I am the king. Let's take a look who win that game. And I hope nobody will die. And Evie, I remember you told me something special about that market. What was it?
This is the heaven for second-hand clothes. So if you love vintage style, you can come here. They have every style from watches, clothes, shoes, sunglasses, hats, everything. Yeah, let's go explore.
Let's see if we find a vintage clothes.
Oh yes, these small alleys are packed with clothes, but not only vintage, too, a lot of fake clothes. Friendly old women selling their home-cooked food, and if you wanna kiss the frog to get your princess, you too have that opportunity. One thing I realized, if a white guy with a big camera walks through that market, it's like a big tourist attraction.
I have visited a lot of markets here in Vietnam, but this one feels really local and is really big. They have a food section, they have a clothes section, you get vintage clothes, you can get fake clothes, and really bustling here. Definitely recommend you that market. It's top of the top if you want to go inside of the local life of Ho Chi Minh City.
We filled up our energy at that market, and now we need every part. We're gonna change to a serious topic of the Vietnamese history.
That place already feels heavy before even walking inside. We are now at the Hoa Remnants Museum here in Ho Chi Minh City.
This isn't just a museum, it's a real look on how war impacted on Vietnamese people. It's, intense, but it's crucial to understanding modern Vietnam.
Before you start watching that part of the video or before you come to that museum, keep in mind some pictures in here can be really disturbing. So if you have not the best stomach, stop for now and come back later in the video. We will discover everything here, but it's a hard topic.
If you don't have any idea how big the Vietnamese War was, we're gonna compare it to one of the most cruel wars in history, the Second World War. And I'm sure that numbers will shock you. If you would guess, what would you think? Do you think the Second World War or Vietnamese War used more bombs? The answer is the Vietnamese War. 14.3 million tons of bombs compared to 5 million tons on the Second World War. Another crazy number. The Vietnam War lasted 17 years and 2 months compared to 3 years and 8 months on the Second World War. More than 58,000 people lost their life in that war. We are really sad about that, and we hope history will not repeat.
How was that experience for you?
Every time I come to this place, the feeling's very hard. But I think it's worth a visit. You come here and you understand more, have a real look about war in Vietnam. Let's move on.
That museum was really hard for both of us. We decided to search for a peaceful and quiet place, and we found
Vinh Nghiem Pagoda. From Christian to Buddhism, that complex is really huge here and a lot to explore.
It was built between 1960 and 1970s, and it was one of the largest pagodas in the city. And it's also a beautiful example of the modern Vietnamese Buddhist architecture with very distinctive multi-layer roof.
If you're looking for a retreat of the hustling and bustling of District 3, that's the place you need to visit. You can go to the main hall and take a look at the big Buddha, or maybe see Vietnamese people lighting their incense, or watch the birds flying around. A lot of activities to do in here. It's time for another adventure. As you see, we're here at a really nice canal and we're going to do a boat ride. I'm really interested to see that canal and I will give you more information later. By the way, we are still in District 1. You ask yourself why you do District 3 video, but that canal is going to District 3. And if you haven't seen our District 1 video, I will put it here. Watch that video, really interesting. And now let's enjoy the canal. Arriving on the boat was really nice. It's only us two, right?
Yeah.
And what is the price for the ticket here?
So 300,000 Vietnam dong for each. It's like $14.
The total length of the river is 9.5 kilometers. It originates from the airport area. It flows through 5 urban districts. Our boat will take you along the canal between District 1 to District 3.
You want to tell us something about that canal here?
Yeah, you cannot believe it, you know, before the water here is heavily polluted. So it's like condensed coffee, so black. But now they spend like so many years on transforming this canal. Now it's like green and clean, and they spend like 350 billion US dollars.
Wow!
Yeah. And now like
I wrote that they got the money from the World Bank. Yeah, really?
yeah. Now like the locals and like tourists, you know, travelers can enjoy the city.
I think a lot of people think having a YouTube channel is really easy. You just see the beautiful world, but it's a really hard job. We need to film a lot, we need to cut a lot. It takes a lot of effort, but moments like that, when you cruise on the canal, you see the sun going down and you can enjoy the city next to you. That's the moment which makes it the perfect job.
I enjoy doing that YouTube videos and I hope you all like what we do. Now Evie's going to release a paper lantern.
Yeah,
And Matty too.
We're going to see the pagoda, which was founded around the beginning of the 20th century and has been restored many times.
Go.
In
Yeah.
2000, one venerable organized the construction of the pagoda into a spacious and solemn.
I hope you don't fall in the water.
The Buddha Hall is solemnly decorated. The pagoda has carried out many Buddhist works locally. Since 1980, you contain
I
our
don't know if you
venerable
get the wish free, but let's see.
Participate in our meaningful environmental fish release activity. Please hold your box securely, ensuring the lid remains closed as we prepare. When it's time, gently open the lid, being careful not to shake or tilt the box.
What a great experience. 10 out of 10 definitely for me. I guess that's the best part of the whole video series we did till now. Really relaxing and the canal is really nice. Big recommendation from myself or from ourselves, and only $15. You can't make any mistake if you do that boat ride. Another big hotspot of District 3 is that Turtle Lake. That's where we are now. I'm looking around, but I don't find any turtles. Maybe a few frogs, I don't know. But you see up there, you find the turtle? No, still no turtle, right? But why the name is Turtle Lake? Huh? A short story. Till 1976, on top of that building was a giant bronze turtle statue. But after an explosion, the turtle is missing now. They said it was an incident, but nobody figured out what caused that explosion. 1 year after the war, maybe, who knows, some old war refugees. But nowadays it's a really beautiful lake and a lot of people come here to chill, enjoy the coffees around. Great lake. You feel now relaxed after the time here at the Turtle Lake, Evie?
Yeah, as slow as a turtle. Now we move to a faster part. That's the live music.
Yay! Music, music. We now arrived, and what do you get as a woman?
So we get like a free drink. Today is ladies' night.
Poor Matty.
You will regret because you're not a lady. The drink is super.
Soon it's starting.
Yeah, it's getting
People
crowded.
arriving.
Yeah.
What kind of music you think they will play today?
So it's like acoustic is all about raw music and like your real vocal. Yeah. So when it's live.
Live music always good.
Yeah.
With a nice beer.
Okay, you ready?
The last part of our District 3 video was in the acoustic bar, and it was amazing.
Yeah. It's not about how many beers you drank, it's about how much you enjoyed.
And we had a lot of beers, so we a bit drunk. I hope you enjoyed the whole District 3 adventure. If that's the case, leave us a like, because you know the algorithm likes. Subscribe our channel and activate the bell.
Ding, 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 ding.
Because we will explore more. The next destination is District 4, and we are really excited. If you want to see that video, we will put on the side here. And as always, keep
Keep exploring.
Bye-bye.
Bye.